Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, this is another episode of 94 Feet Podcast. It's your boy Big Zeke in the building. I'm here with my brother Dre.
What's good, everybody? Happy to be back. 94 Feet Nation, what's good?
I'm also here with my brother Kesey.
What's good, good people?
All right, how y'all doing? Let's start off with Kesey. How you doing?
Living an American dream.
That's what you going?
The American dream.
Well, it depends on who you talking to. Dre, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I was fake under the weather today. You know, throat got a little scratchy because of this weather change, but I'm doing great, man. Side note, Game Show Battle Room. If you're ever looking for something to do with your family or your friends, it's a spot in Brookfield called Game Show Battle Room where you can do like Family Feud, Wheel of Fortune, Price is Right. They changed the name, of course, because they don't want to get sued. But for competitive people such as yourselves, it would be freaking hilarious. So I did that yesterday with some people, and it was dope, man.
What was the topic?
Black
history.
Well, I would have aced that, so I lost everything else. But no, so the survey game, it was like Will Smith top movies or name Will Smith movies. There was another one called Michael Jackson's greatest hits, and there was a couple other things, and then it was a dope. It was a dope concept. So check it out if you're ever looking. And I say that because people are always like, Milwaukee don't have nothing to do, right? And once you age out of the club scene, you're always looking for something different and unique. So that was really dope.
Every time I say that, somebody be getting on me like, "Hey, dude, you just don't be looking." And low key, that's true. Low key, that's true. I will say I don't look for a lot of stuff to do in my city, which is that I should do, but I just don't have the time to be looking around for.
What is it called?
It's called Game Show Battle Rooms.
Are you talking about? Oh, you talking about you can get a room and then y'all can do whatever game y'all want to do.
No, so you get it. It's called Game Show Battle Room. So you get in the room.
That's what I'm saying. You can rent out a room. And then y'all can do whatever y'all want.
You rent a room, and you play like a game show simulation.
Oh.
So there's an actual host. So you play surveys.
I think I heard of this.
You play.
So who's the host?
Whoever works for them. It's a random host.
Oh, okay.
It's a simulation like you're on a game show. It's really dope. We should check it out one day. But definitely, if you look for something to do with your family, it's family friendly. It's not super expensive. But again, like you said, you got to look for stuff.
You got to look for
especially when you age out. I have friends that come here all the time. I'm going to do hookah. I said, well, let me know when you're done. I can up a Bucks game with you. We can go to a sports bar. We can go golfing. We could even go to the fake Top Golf in Franklin in the cold. But Dre and clubs aged out a long time ago, so I'm good on that. So check that out.
All right, thanks for the thing. I mean, they ain't paying us, but thank you for the shouting them out. This is All-Star Weekend, so we're gonna skip injury report and get straight into I don't want to say the mess. We're gonna get straight into it though. Straight into the shoot around. Yeah, real shoot around. Really quickly. Well, I don't say really quickly, but start us off. PJ Tucker was fined $75,000 for publicly expressing his desire to be traded to another team. The question I'm posing to the table is: should players keep their mouth closed if they feel they're not being used right and express themselves, or just kind of keep it to themselves and just let it be? Because I feel like this, I brought this to the table just because with PJ Tucker, he got traded from Philadelphia, where he was getting used somewhat, to Los Angeles Clippers, where he's not getting used at all. He's actually took a leave from the team, and he'll be playing again at All-Star break. But I don't see him getting into the rotation. So what do you guys think about that?
So swipe right. So or left. So I'm gonna say this: when did players not ever do it?
I think he repeatedly did it.
I mean, Carmelo Anthony did it.
Okay. I'm gonna say this: people have done it in the past, and we know they wanted to leave, but it's very rarely that a player comes out like, "Hey, I want to get up out of here. Somebody pick me up."
So
it's one thing to be like, "Hey, I'm like the fake being happy around it," but I think he just came out and blatantly said, "I want to get up out of here."
So I think players have done it with a little more tactfulness, and like the world, I think PJ Tucker lacked some tactfulness in his decision. I go back to how I hated how Carmelo Anthony left the Denver Nuggets. The temper tantrums that he was throwing, not showing up to games, faking injuries on the court. He made it very clear that he wanted out. Now Joker's wearing his number and delivered a championship. So now Melo's number will never be retired with that organization. However, that's not the topic at hand. PJ Tucker, unfortunately, at this point in your career, you are a low-level veteran minimum player. You should just be happy to still be employed in the NBA. Hold up. It's true.
I'm gonna let you rock.
It's true.
I don't
It's
think
true.
I don't think that's
At one point, I heard rumors of a buyout and that the Bucks were considering him. You got traded to the Clippers, okay? You were geeked in the beginning. How much click did you think you was going to have with James Harden, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Russell Westbrook, and a bunch of other players who are better than you off the bench? So I'm going to end here and I'm going to pass it to my brother Kesey. They should not keep their mouth closed, but that's why you have an agent. Have some tactfulness in what you do, because this is behavior that's detrimental to the team. Right now, the Clippers are the favorites to win the world title. Not from me, but in a lot of sports circles, the Los Angeles Clippers are the favorites. And so PJ Tucker now opening up his mouth like he could really help a championship win something. I don't think PJ has that anymore. I don't see that anymore. I've watched PJ all season. Since he's left the Bucks, he has not been the same PJ Tucker. Said what I said. Be respectful of the game. Be respectful of your teammates. Make your wishes known. But some things are fine done in private. And that's just the bottom line. Keith?
I feel he's entitled to say whatever he wants to say. I am sick of the league thinking they can penalize people for speaking out. I thought America was the freedom of speech, right?
Now, when you got a job and you sign contracts with clauses that you need to behave,
that he is behaving just because he said he don't want to play there anymore.
This type of stuff is
James Harden put on all of these shenanigans over the last 5 seasons.
He didn't say nothing.
He didn't say not one word.
He
did.
He did not. He did not.
Go ahead, finish. But he didn't say a word. He let his actions talk.
His actions was worse. His actions was worse than him saying anything. If you look at the situation, his actions were way worse than saying anything. He did a lot of closed door stuff, which I think fans pay their money to want to know what's going on, right? Because who paying their salaries?
We ain't.
We not.
The fans?
The ticket sales?
Barely.
The city taxes?
No.
Yeah, that's true.
Who paying those salaries? The city taxes?
The NBA,
who buying those jerseys?
The
fans?
Yeah, fans.
All the people who want to know paying something.
Yeah.
We paying them for them seats.
What about the ones who don't go to the game but buy a jersey every year?
That's on your own personal thing.
So
I'm saying that money's not going directly to them.
And then they hit him with 75,000.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't LeBron James.
Exactly.
Whoa,
you just said, no.
Whoa.
Kesey just ended his own story.
Whoa.
You ain't who? LeBron. So you don't have the influence to be out here just jaw-jacking.
75K?
Hold on a second. Number one, he make 33 a year. Number two, not a year. I'm sorry. Not 33 a year. He got paid this year. He got paid.
Did he?
Yes.
He makes like 10 a year.
If that. My thing is this. I'll say this, because y'all be acting like guys like PJ Tucker, Patrick Beverly, these guys who may not necessarily stack up in statistically, they may not stack up with LeBron James and Russell Westbrook, but they still they're still in a rotation and they're in there for a reason. And as much as LeBron James I'll use him as an example because you used him. As much as LeBron James brings value to this team, he can't do it by himself. We've seen that numerous of times. So guys like Tristan Thompson, guys like PJ Tucker, guys like Patrick Beverly, they do other things that bring something to this team that can get you to a championship. When PJ Tucker was in the rotation, Patrick Beverly, yeah. Patrick Beverly. When these guys well, I'll say this with PJ Tucker, when he was in the rotation in Milwaukee, he wasn't averaging 22 and 10. He was averaging 2 or 3 points a game, maybe 7 rebounds, maybe 3 or 4 assists. But that type of stuff, he brought tenacity to the team. We call them dogs. He brought that to the team. So when y'all talk about just because you pretty much tell them, hey, shut up and play basketball, be lucky on your team.
No.
I don't think
that's what the NBA was just saying. Shut up, play basketball, let us deal with that.
But the NBA was saying, PJ, don't you making too much noise. That's what the NBA is saying. You making too much noise. Here's $75,000. Shut up. But they not saying because the thing about players like PJ Tucker, they can't put on a fat suit and then walk around because we ain't gonna pay attention to that. Hey man, PJ look out of shape. We don't care about that. We care about James Harden, we gotta say, because he's the main focus of a team. But I just hate the fact that both of y'all points was you don't really bring nothing to this team, so just shut up and fall back.
I did not say shut up and fall back.
You didn't say shut up and didn't say shut up and fall. First of all, you didn't say shut up and fall back, but you said you shouldn't be making too much noise and be lucky you on the team.
I said no.
That's not what I said.
No,
that's what your incentive was.
That's not what I said.
That is not what my incentive.
What was your incentive then? What was your incentive?
The word is you should have said that's what you insinuated, right?
Whatever.
I get nothing
out of it. You know what I'm talking about.
Incentive.
You know what I'm talking about.
Out of talking about PJ. So,
but what were you saying then?
What I was saying was you should have some tactfulness behind what you're saying.
But you also said he shouldn't have said it.
He shouldn't have.
He's out the rotation.
Well, to take it up with your coach.
And my thing is this: guys like that need to be in a rotation. So when they're not, they need to say something because they could be in the G League next week.
Take it up with your coach.
They won't send. You think they won't send PJ Tucker to the G League?
That's what I'm saying. This is the last resort.
He been in the league too long. They won't send him to the G League.
Okay. He came from the G League. Why wouldn't send him back?
I'm gonna tell you like this: PJ Tucker. Thank you for all.
He'll retire before he go back to the G League.
I know he need this check. You see, he quiet since that $75,000 fine. He ain't had nothing to say after that.
Yeah, because they sent him home.
Okay, PJ Tucker's actions were detrimental to his team. Bottom line, I'm all about you wanting to go, but at this point in your career, be as good as you can in practice. Be as good playing the Thanasis role because you're on the verge of possibly winning a second championship. Don't be detrimental to your team because now that PJ said what he said, guess what the new reports are? They're linking Paul George back to the Pacers. So now it has all eyes on the Clippers again for a negative way. And they've already had to deal with the James Harden fallout.
So maybe that's what the Clippers wanted.
I don't think you need that distraction on your team. PJ can still be a veteran player on a team, but when he says he wants to have a role, he doesn't have big roles anymore. In Philly, he didn't have a big role.
Did you forget?
So that just
hold on. So did you forget he was traded to them and he didn't have a choice in that trade? I don't think he would have went to Clippers knowing their bench and their rotation and how it went.
But what I'm saying, Kesey, is in Philly, he didn't have a role.
He was a rotation guy. He was
barely.
He was part of a rotation.
Barely.
No, he played.
Rotation.
Barely.
He didn't even
start.
Like 15, 20 minutes a game.
Barely.
15, 20 minutes a game.
That's all he's looking for. That's all he's looking for, 15, 20.
He did not play that much. He did not play that much.
Now we got to do that.
But,
okay, he did not.
But to narrow it all down, at the end of the day, PJ presence on the court is very valuable to any roster. They just chose not to go with him at all and just let him sit, which is a problem. If I'm him, I got the same problem.
I mean, my thing, I had the same problem too if I'm PJ Tucker. I mean, I guess my question, like I said before, is about other guys who aren't. Should he been penalized for speaking his mind, I guess?
If you did not follow the Players Association agreement, yes. Fines are fines.
So how does that fine work? Do they pay that all at one time or do they take it out of their check?
Take it out their check.
They take it out their check.
Take it out their check.
Out the whole check?
Out the whole check.
So if his check is, let's say 3.5, they're going to take $75K out.
$75K.
In penalties.
Because they get paid per game they play. They get a check or direct deposit every day. From what I've been told.
Okay, so hold on.
And from how I've been educated.
They get bi-weekly pay like everybody else.
They get bi-weekly pay.
Yeah.
So
But
here's why that's not true.
They get bi-weekly
They
pay
do.
for basketball. For basketball because the season is only 8 months. So they break it down like that.
From what I was told from
'Cause
people close to the game,
Because you got insiders.
that's not what I'm saying.
You
The reason that they're paid every day is because they're taxed in the city that they play.
Yeah.
So you can't get paid
Hold on.
bi-weekly.
Hold on, you said they get paid every day?
They get paid every time they play a game.
Oh, yeah,
because they're taxed in every state that they play. So how you gonna pay me bi-weekly? What you gonna have on there? Wisconsin tax, Texas. I've heard both.
I think what they do is you'll get allotted per game you play. So let's just say you had 10 games in 2 weeks.
So from an insider,
game you play, you'll get taxed based on that game, but you'll get a lump sum pay.
So NBA players get paid bi-weekly during the NBA season.
That's what I figured.
24 checks a year, twice a month, 1st and 15th, kind of like my fellow state employees.
And then on top of that, they football players different.
So nevertheless, how much does PJ make a year? What is PJ's contract?
Drake will get in there.
You the one that brought it up, $33 million. So PJ Tucker makes $11 million a year.
I was just gonna say that. PJ averaged 22 minutes for the season.
Okay, so $11 million
20 minutes a game
divided by 24. PJ gets about $458,000 a check. Okay, that's not before taxes. He can take that 75 hit.
Yeah, of course he can.
So here's the thing, Kesey. I know you feeling like 75 for one check. Again, we're speaking like people who don't have millions of dollars. Okay.
And plus we got businesses.
Think about us.
All that type
Think
of
about
stuff.
us. Like if we ever get a speeding ticket or a hospital bill, we like, y'all want this all at once? You know what I'm saying? We try to spread that out.
Well, if we go buy some shoes, we just be like, all right, 200, whatever.
No, because some of y'all use Afterpay.
That's wild.
For some sneakers.
Hold on now.
No, I'm talking. No. Let me stop. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that, Tom. I didn't mean it like that. And that's number one. Number two, Afterpay do come in clutch. Shout out to Afterpay. But I'm just saying. First of all, Dre, don't do that.
Beep yourself out, Tom.
No, my thing is, I said that because Nike, they real funny about that. Nike funny about it. But anyway,
if anybody ever
that's funny.
Afterpay me anything, I'm not knocking it because some people need it, but we are creating.
I take
not trans. You take what?
So Tone, we can Afterpay you next month.
I do them in bulk 4.
No, okay then. Okay,
I was 4 months, but I take it.
All I'm saying is we are continuing to develop habits to encourage people's poor spending for crap they don't need.
But
a little bit.
Since I brought it up,
I'm
just
a little bit. No,
all that does.
I see what you're saying, Dre.
Poor behavior of spending.
It does.
But
Just
we're a consumer country.
at the end of the day,
I get it. But
even if just think of it like this. Even if they make, let's say, 20 million, they're only getting paid 10 million of that. After taxes, eat all of that up, 10 million split over 24 payments.
Are you really talking
that's
about this right
that's 500,000.
Are you really talking
you
about
got to
this
take
right
75,000 of that?
Are you really talking about this right now?
The Jackson State hoodie. Where did you get the Jackson State hoodie from?
Oh,
that's the old school style too.
Did you get that from the HBCU website?
Yeah, this is HBCU.
It was on
website.
the HBCU website. Not support black colleges, but support black colleges. Did you get it from support black colleges?
Yeah.
I thought support black colleges was exclusive to. Try support black colleges, although I don't think that's from there. Because support black colleges is exclusive to their own brand.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, no problem.
No, you good. You good. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you, Crystal.
Yeah, appreciate that. My thing about that, but like I said before, this is just not for PJ. This is just I'm talking about for everybody. This is because this is something that affects other players too. But I think PJ left Philly thinking he's going to be in the rotation in Los Angeles, and if he could veto the trade, he would have. But unfortunately, he couldn't. So next topic. Like I said before, this weekend was All-Star weekend, Friday and Saturday. Starting with Friday, they did the celebrity basketball game results. Did you guys check out any of these stuff on Friday and Saturday?
So I'm
Let
gonna be
me
honest.
just ask that first of all.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have cable, so I have zero desire to even see the All-Star. There was nothing appealing to me about it.
Maybe you should try Afterpay.
Well, I don't have cable because
I
I can't afford
you know
it.
what? I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
Stop the cap.
I'm not gonna say what I want to say.
Say whatever you
Stop
want.
the cap.
Because you're cheap, Dre. That's why you ain't got it.
I don't
Because
have
you're cheap.
cable because I'm never home.
No, because you're cheap.
I have NBA League Pass, so how am I cheap? Number
Stop
one.
the cap.
No, mean no. Because
Okay.
Dre be acting like, well, I ain't got it.
I have
don't need
NBA
it.
season tickets, so I'm not cheap.
Here we go.
You brought it up.
Yeah.
You
There we
brought it
go. They
up.
had the cable, Dre.
No, I'm not home enough. For what?
I'm like,
For what?
NBA.
NBA League Pass.
So
and
you didn't
Hulu
see-
Plus works
So
just fine.
because you are who you are, you didn't see Friday or Saturday.
I didn't see any of them, but let's be honest with you, the hype around the All-Star game is kind of whack.
Here we go.
Right or wrong?
I actually watched it this year.
I watch it every
It's
year.
been a couple years since I've been home to get a chance to watch it.
I tried to watch.
Well, first of all, let me just say this real quick. NBA, I need y'all to do something about this because
Thank
every Valentine's Day weekend, y'all got the All-Star weekend. So I'm trying to have dinner while I watch this, and yeah, I'm paying attention. Oh my God, did you see that? Yeah, girl, love you. The point I'm
Is
making
that what
is
you was
this:
doing?
can
Is
we
that
just
what you were doing?
can we just
that what you
bump
were
it
doing?
down the next
Really?
weekend? Can we just bump it down
Is
to
that
the
what you were
weekend
doing?
after Valentine's Day weekend? I just want to put that out there.
America.
Can we just put that out there? Every Valentine's Day weekend, I'm trying to watch the All-Star game and pay attention to my lady. Can we please just
Well, here's the thing.
NBA? Just
The
do
All-Star
something.
game, most people that were in relationships celebrate Valentine's Day the weekend before.
That was stupid. Who does that? So I was
People
talking to
that
some
use people that
no,
don't
people-
use Afterpay.
First,
Or you could have actually celebrated it on Wednesday like I did.
People who don't use Afterpay.
that was a choice, which is
I did it
Listen.
on Wednesday.
Back
I'm
back
not
to
gonna-
back to what you were saying though.
but most people celebrate it weekend after. Don't do that.
No,
But
that's
back-
what you
Don't do that.
That's what you choose. to
Don't do that.
That's
Don't
what
do
you
that,
chose
Kesey.
to
Don't
do.
do that, Kesey.
No, I'm being that guy.
Don't do it. Don't be that
I've
guy.
heard from a lot of professionals who are in relationships that they celebrate the Saturday before Valentine's.
I've heard both. So I've talked to people who celebrated the weekend before, and I was like, "Oh, you celebrate weekend before?" You're like, "Yeah, I got something to do that weekend." Oh, okay. So hey, I gotta watch the All-Star weekend. Ain't a good enough excuse.
You celebrate whatever weekend is closest to the day.
And if your woman really likes you, she don't care that you want to watch the All-Star
There we
game. She'll
go.
be like, let's do it.
Okay.
Date
here
your
we
woman
go.
that's in the basketball.
Here we
Oh,
Here we go.
okay.
Here we
Well,
go.
y'all want to go there?
I mean, y'all acting like I'm the only person with this problem, but that's cool. We'll do that.
You're the
We'll
person
we'll,
that's in
we'll
the
swing that narrative. If that's the narrative y'all want to swing, we will swing that narrative.
No,
that is
brother.
fine with
So
me.
so let me get back to your question though. Previous years, if I was interested in it, I could have easily added Sling.
Oh, I know you
TV.
could've.
I could have easily added because you get the free trial period.
Oh, I know you
right?
could have, because power on you all of suddenly.
man.
home, bitch.
Bro, I got a 6 month.
You ain't
six-
at home.
6
You
months.
ain't at home, Dre.
Wait,
You
wait,
ain't at home.
For all my Afterpay fans, 6 months of stars. If you pay the bet, you get it for 20.
I swear.
No Afterpay.
I swear. But Dre, I ain't never at home. But power come on. Oh, he's all of a sudden.
No
I'm
Afterpay
on-
needed.
I'm on Star, Star Plus.
Abbott Elementary, you can watch it on Hulu the next day.
You know what? I'm not even gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it alone.
So I'm gonna say this.
PC.
I did watch some highlights. Shout out to Mac Miller again for saving.
Well,
the
let
dunk
me
contest.
get through this. I just want to know, did y'all watch anything this weekend? So the
I-
celebrity,
unfortunately, I was not able.
I
to
did
watch
miss the celebrity game though.
you didn't miss nothing.
I seen everything but the celebrity game.
The only thing I missed was no, I made everything. I was just kind of going back and forth. But celebrity game results, team Shannon beat Team Stephen A 100-91 with
it.
Micah.
Did Stephen A get hurt walking to the court? Is that
he,
true?
Yeah, he slipped and hurt
Lord.
something.
Yeah.
He ain't had no brace, nothing on. I ain't see.
Acting like
But,
Anthony Davis.
I think he slipped on like some water or something, or some Gatorade. Was it Micah Parsons
From the
won
NFL?
MVP.
But we
yeah.
know he ain't no. We
Used
know
to
he ain't
play-
no athlete.
Yeah,
He
plays
used to
for
play for the Packers.
Slip on some water.
My-
played for the boys.
Did he play for the Packers first?
No, he was drafted by the boys. He played for the boys.
You sure Michael Parsons didn't play with the Packers?
He played for the Cowboys. I know.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Loser teams.
37.
No loser teams. You just so
I can't wait. I can't wait because this whole Jordan Love.
Let's go,
You
Jay
know,
Love. The Packers
oh.
are the predicted favorites next year
Oh
to
boy,
play the Chiefs. I just want to put that out
Let's
there.
go leave it alone.
And Jordan Love is predicted to be in the top
I know.
candidate for MVP.
I know. I can't wait till next year. Man, what happened? I'm leaving it alone. Anyways, he had 37 points, 16 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals. The Rising Stars tournament was won by Team Jayden, who beat Team Detlef. Jalen?
It was Jalen Rose.
Yeah, I know Jalen Rose.
You said Jaden.
Oh, did I? I'm sorry. Beat Team Detlef Shrimp.
That's Andre boy.
That's Andre boy.
Detlef Shrimp.
With
Scott.
That is not my boy.
No, hold on. This is every time I hear
not my boy.
Every time I hear that name, I get upset because of the way he used him.
Okay, so you used him.
I'll say it again. I'll say the line so y'all can afterpay this. Michael Jordan could have did it with anybody, including Detlef Shrimp. That's what I said 2 years ago.
Stop the cap.
That's what I'm sticking with.
Stop the cap. Jordan said it himself. He couldn't have did it without Pippen.
Michael was
so you sound
clearly
like
drinking that day.
No, clearly you're drinking. I hope that's water.
Well, it's purified water, so it could be anything in it. So,
what's this dude name?
Hey,
Mr. Benedict.
Hold on, but even to bring that up, I just seen an interview with Carmelo Anthony, and he was talking about how when he came to when George Karl came to
Seattle.
No, when he went to
came to Denver.
When Carlo Melo first came to Denver, they had their first shoot around, and he looked at him and said, "I think you overrated."
George Karl said that.
He said, "I think you overrated. I can see you in the role as a Detlef Shrimp."
And you know what he said? You know what he said afterwards?
Wait, you know they called George Karl a snake. People really hate him.
But you know what George Karl just said recently?
What?
He said, "Why are you bringing up old stuff? Let's move forward." By the way, I still think you're overrated. He still think you're overrated. He doubled down.
They said George Karl.
He's not a good. I ain't gonna say a good coach, but
and we're reading it.
Pro suit around. You say easy fix. Let them make know.
Can you read it so that people on the air can hear what you reading?
I don't care with it.
Regarding how to partake in All-Star Valentine's Day weekend from a listener, Crystal. Easy fix. Let your mate know that you are attending All-Star Weekend. You just watch it. So this should really be easy for you. Attending All-Star Weekend would be an awesome Valentine's Day gift. While there, set her up with a self-care package. Boom, you get into the All-Star festivities, and she gets to show herself some love. Thank you, Crystal. We appreciate that. Thank you, Crystal.
Now, that's what you call
a bad idea.
No.
Hey, Keisha, I appreciate you watching everything like that, but I call it like I see it. And I don't see this working out, but I appreciate you throwing an idea out there.
Oh, man.
Crystal, I think that is an awesome idea.
I think it's a compromise.
That is a great compromise.
I just don't think it's gonna pan out.
Well, again, first of all, just take out attending. You're talking about watching, bro. You're talking about watching.
What's your point?
You could have made that work.
Time out. First of all, if I was attending, got nothing coming. I'm talking about. I'm attending All-Star Weekend. I see you when I see you.
Bring it back.
Let's bring it back. I see you when I see you.
And
really quickly, talking about All-Star Weekend, the Bucks put in for 2026 and 2027,
which they should get.
No, which they shouldn't even had to do.
The
next two All-Star games, they'll be in California.
What?
Really?
Well, you got to remember, Milwaukee has a hotel problem, but with the DNC,
I thought we fixed that.
Well, it is being fixed with the RNC coming. In a couple of months, we're adding, I think they said Milwaukee is adding over 1,000 new rooms between downtown and other areas. So now that the Bucks don't have a hotel problem, we should get.
So you said we didn't get it the first time we had a hotel problem.
That's the NBA was clear about that.
And we're an hour away from Illinois.
The NBA was clear about that.
Like we had a okay. I didn't know that. No, I didn't know. I didn't know that. I'll be honest with you.
In fact, the DNC wasn't considering Milwaukee because we had a hotel problem.
I didn't know that.
We got to shout out to the then governor and then mayor who made that work. Same with the Republican National Convention. No matter what side you're on, you want these things in your city because of economic revenue. Yeah, People who hate basketball want the All-Star game because of the revenue for the businesses. Mm-hmm. Come on, man. I've never had a chance to actually go to an All-Star game. I hope to do it when it's in a warmer climate. Like, I'm not going nowhere cold. Like, I'm not leaving Wisconsin to go to Indiana.
They had a snowstorm in Indiana.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not doing that.
I'm number one, I'll agree with you. Number two is just the fact that I just feel like because they in the mid what they did Chicago not too long ago, they did Indiana, we should have been next up just to get it out the way.
Yeah.
But you also got to remember the Bucks Arena, although new, it is one of the most
it doesn't hold a lot.
It's one of the smallest stadiums.
Yeah, we don't hold
NBA.
a lot. It is. We don't hold a lot.
It actually holds less than the Bradley Center. It
30, I thought 30.
It's like 17,000.
17?
It's like 17,000.
Okay,
no, it can't be that low.
It's that low.
I thought it was like 20.
Maybe 18. It's not 20.
I think it's like 20 something.
20 what?
No. Didn't Bradley hold 30?
I don't know what Bradley, but the Fiserv Forum holds like 17 or 18,000.
You would know USC.
I'm just saying I pay attention to what my taxes
you pay attention where your money goes.
What about you? Did you watch the games? What did you think?
I watched everything.
What you think?
Well, I'll say this: celebrity basketball game I did not watch because
17,500 people.
That's hilarious. What?
Yep. Chris Brown wasn't in it.
No, I didn't watch it because I ain't gonna hold you. I was looking at the list of people, the celebrities in there. I was like, who is that? Who is that? It was too many who's is that.
Fiserv Forum holds 17,500 people.
That's crazy. And then what else I seen? The only reason I was gonna watch it because of Kai, and then I see he ain't getting no tick and wasn't getting the ball, so I kind of like tuned out.
Bradley
Who?
Center held.
Kai,
Who is that?
he a streamer.
Bradley
Is
Center
that the dude
held
they talking about?
20,000 people.
Who is dude? I mean, like,
He a streamer.
so?
One of the best streamers in the world.
What do you mean?
He's one of the most famous streamers in the world. Like
Why?
video streamers.
Never heard of him.
Don't show your age.
Why is he so famous though? What makes him so?
Because the kids love him.
Kids love him.
Why the kids love him?
I don't know.
What did he do on his stream?
We watching these streaming things. These kids like watching some things.
They
that people
never will get into. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I did see on.
All I know is
I did
this.
see a highlight where he had Nicki Minaj on there one time.
Yeah, he got a whole bunch of famous people in there. But the point is this though.
Is that dude who be having his like big ass open front room and they just be there for like 20
PG,
Yeah.
PG.
Yeah. But
All-Star Weekend.
but my thing about that, like I said, I was watching it for that reason, whatever. See if he's gonna get the rock. He did not. And then so I stopped. I ain't really watched that, but I watched the Rising Stars tournament a little bit. I watched
How did Jaylen Brown do in the dunk contest?
Basic.
Well, I didn't really get.
because you're talking about something.
We all over the place. Let's just get it.
I'm
there.
just saying because you're talking about the celebrity. Nobody care about the celebrity.
I'm just
game.
saying what I watched.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's too late. Man.
No, can you go back, bro? You talked about Valentine's Day for like 10 minutes.
Well, y'all brought it up.
You brought it up.
Crystal brought it up. I moved on. And then she came in a solution. Crystal, thank you for watching, by the way.
And the other people that are
So
watching.
okay, so
Jared,
that was
Sheila.
Friday. That was Friday. Friday ended with the NBA Skills Challenge. Keisha, did you see the Skills Challenge?
I did.
How did you feel about the Skills Challenge? I like it every year. To this year, to me,
I have a question about that because I did see
really
some
quickly.
reviews.
I feel like, to me, the competitiveness, that's the word. I know y'all gonna correct it.
Competitiveness.
Whatever. I feel like it's non-existent.
I was gonna say,
And then with watching this Skills Challenge, I think Indiana took pride in it just because they're in a home state, which you should, and that's why they won. Because these other dudes, they went the wrong way. You got the referee calling, go back this other way. No, you're going the wrong way again. I'm like, y'all, how did you not? It was just I just feel like y'all, they just be clowning.
I watched it, but I don't think I really paid attention to all of that. I just think it was just a part of All-Star Weekend. There's just something to kill some time.
like a party.
Would you? Okay, we got.
So before you say that,
You know how like you play beer pong all night before?
never played it either. I've never, even though I went to Whitewater, I've never played beer.
Oh,
pong.
you were busy doing other things.
Anyway. So
In the blood of Jesus.
let me say this about what I saw. Here's why, to me, the All-Star game and weekend is a joke. I saw Anthony Edwards in the Skills Challenge shooting backward shots.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you're not even trying to win. You're not even trying to make it competitive.
But it has never been really that competitive in the Skills Challenge.
When
Since
Steph
it's been
Curry
on.
was in it. It was.
It was not. It
Yeah,
was
it
just.
was.
It was just.
I
It was
think
just easy
veterans-
for him.
I think
Steph Curry is.
No, I honestly think veterans take it a little bit more serious than the younger guys.
Yeah.
I honestly think
Steph Curry is a little more of a higher caliber athlete than them. So the things that they did in the skill challenge was a little bit more easier for him.
He even said he was going to shoot left-handed. No, I'm sorry.
Anthony
Edwards shot left-handed during the skills challenge.
He said he's going to do the All-Star
and
game,
Stephen and Barnes shot backward shots. So you got these new guys in the All-Star game that's not even taking it serious. So how do we as fans come on, y'all? And we're basketball
But it's
lovers.
a skills challenge.
We are basketball.
Are you going Friday night to the All-Star weekend? Because
if it's in the city, I'm gonna do everything.
It comes in the package.
You show up. When I go to NBA Summer League, I go to going to go to all the games. Going to go to the U.S. game because it's a part of the package. But I'm not investing oh my God, I got to be home Friday night to watch this. No.
Yeah.
It used to be for the dunk contest and the 3-point contest. It used to be.
Okay, well, moving forward to that, Saturday was so Damian Lillard goes back to back as 3-point contest winner. The 3-point contest to me is starting to be the most popular thing, and I always watch it every single year.
It used to always be though.
No, to me, it used to be a dunk contest.
No,
I used to skip the 3-point contest to watch the
not
dunk
when
contest.
Reggie Miller and them was in it.
Even when they was in it, I was like, I don't care about this.
So
No,
so again, the talent was better back then too. So you had
That's
to
true.
watch both, right? When Jordan and them had the All-Star, even when I'm gonna say this, even to PG, even early LeBron and Kobe All-Star games were competitive.
LeBron never participated in anything.
I'm talking about just the game.
Oh,
So I mean, the 3-point contest for me was always my favorite. The dunk contest was just the icing on the cake. The NBA now allegedly has better shooters than back then, which they probably do.
probably.
So no doubt that should have been.
But
dope.
everybody just wants something close though.
Who
Like
was in the finals?
Cat and Lillard.
Anthony Towns.
But
And he beat him on the last row.
But they had to have a shootout because 4 people all got the same score.
26, right?
Yeah, and
26
then
was the number for the night.
what's it called? Hit 29, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, at the buzzer.
No.
I thought 24. It wasn't 26, it was 24.
He had 24. Carl Anthony Towns had 24. Then Dame hit that last one to get 26.
So I just think people just want to see something competitive.
29 was something else, but that brought up also a good conversation that Kenny and them was having. Kenny and Reggie was having.
Kenny don't want to give it to nobody, by the way, but continue.
His commentary is
It is. After the 3-point contest, we had Steph versus
Is Sabrina something.
the old girl who literally only missed one shot
This
in
is
their 3-point shootout. So when they did it, the actual match of who was better, Kenny brought up a good point, and
He did.
Sabrina kind of proved that it should. The women should be allowed in the 3-point contest.
I said that last week, and I was told no by someone at this table.
I did. I said it.
But he got
I said
proved wrong last night by saying Sabrina, who also hit 26.
She hit
with
20.
the WNBA
Steph hit 29.
ball from the NBA 3-point line on top of that.
Steph hit 29. Now here's the thing, Tone.
Steph don't count, though.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up.
No. The reason why I say Steph don't count is because he is the
Epitome.
shooter.
He's a shooter. He's
Okay?
the epitome of the
So
best
the
shooter.
fact that he got
All right,
29,
relax.
there's a lot of people that were actually disappointed.
You weren't there sitting
that
next
he
to his
got
wife.
29.
Relax. Really quickly. You brought up 2 things that I found interesting. They were saying because Kenny was on, excuse my language, Kenny was on everybody's ass last night. From the dunk contest to 3-point contest, he was on everybody but last night. But I just want to say this. Do you think, now you're right, Dre, you brought this up last week. I think the ladies should participate in none of that. And I was like, man, please. If Steph Curry didn't win this, boo that man.
No,
Boo that man.
because it's,
Boo that man. Boo that man.
it's the All-Star.
Now, what
weekend.
I say to
It's
this?
the All-Star.
No, I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time
No
for
one
that.
cares.
No, Dre.
They got a little
No.
fake WWE belt. No one cares.
No, leave all that.
No
It
one
wasn't
cares.
good. It was horrible.
Come on, man. No
But
one
the point
cares.
is, no. It's the principle.
It's
the
not.
principle.
It's not.
If you gonna beat, if you want to get hit with the big boys,
So what you're saying is
I'm listening.
that women are beneath men. Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is, when it comes to competitive basketball, we're on two different levels. I'm sorry.
I won't say that because the 3-point contest.
Are you willing to?
Are we going to lower the rim and then put the women in the dunk contest?
Wow.
See, here's the thing.
I'm just saying that's just what it is.
Hear me out.
There are certain things
that's very sexy.
It's even.
If you want to post a clip, post
the 3-point contest is one of those examples that it can be. I got my microphone over here. It's an even playing field.
Do you think
Sabrina literally scored?
That's true.
Just the same way everybody else did. The only difference that Sabrina had compared to everybody else from the NBA
is WNBA ball.
She had a smaller ball because she got a smaller hand.
She got a WNBA ball.
Yeah, that's the only difference because they got smaller ball, smaller.
And they was like, hey, you want to shoot from WNBA lane? She was like, nah, I'll shoot. I was like, I'll shoot from where he shoot from. I was like, oh,
and literally only lost by one shot.
Now, I also want to say this too. Steph looked like he wasn't trying to take it serious. So I was like, all right, Steph, I see you.
Steph also sat down the whole time. And Kenny and them brought up a good point. Steph has been playing. So as shooters, you still technically hot. You got your rhythm. She's in the off season. So all she got is whatever shooting she's been doing with the Team USA right now.
All she got is time.
So she should be warmed up too.
I'm not saying she shouldn't be, but we got to give credit where credit due. For you to only lose by basically 2 buckets.
So are you saying that this should be a yearly thing?
Look, what I'm saying is, if you want to spice up the All-Star weekend, here's a good example right here. 4 and 4, 4 of the best women shooters in the leagues.
But they're gonna be looking for a check.
Why can't
they should get a check?
They already feel like they're not getting paid enough.
So
they definitely gonna be looking for a check to participate.
Look, if you turn the end of your season out as one of the 4 best percentage shooters, don't you think you should get a check for that?
I think you should.
You get invited to the All-Star game, that's a check.
Basketball players are already overpaid.
Women are not closely to it.
They're not close, but let's not act like that's because of sexism. That's because I just want to say it because people are watching, because there are people out there that says stuff like that. The reason that they're not paid as much is because the sport doesn't make near as much money.
Because Dre doesn't have WNBA season tickets.
When's the last time you watched a WNBA game?
I watch it every summer.
Lies.
How you gonna tell me? I watch it every summer. Every summer.
Okay, Drake, let's take that.
Yeah, when it's probably the finals.
Right there, though. If we take the opportunity
probably when it's the WNBA finals,
of course. Contest
Las Vegas Aces.
You're not hurrying up to get home because it's the Miami Heat.
The opportunity for somebody to want to
Boston Celtics playing
a couple of them games, or create more recognizable names. Because since the birth of the WNBA, a lot of these women that play I've never heard of because they don't catch my attention. But if I'm watching the 3-point contest and here's this chick who literally made every single shot but one. Okay, now when I hear that name, or Sabrina such and such of the New York Liberties is playing tonight. Oh, well, let me go ahead and check this game out real quick.
So you telling me, because you just gave a whole speech, you beat me because WNBA players are playing, you gonna start paying attention?
I'll catch a game or two. I'm not gonna sit there and lie like
that. I'm talking about to the All-Star. I'm talking about to the 3-point contest.
I said that last year.
I have daughters. So I have daughters. So naturally, my natural habit is to try to let them see themselves in ways that they may not think about. So here you are as 3-4 great women who can shoot from anywhere, who are now competing against the same men that daddy watches all the time. You go down to the game with me, you see Dame Lillard. Hey, you recognize him. That's Dame time. And you see him barely, making it past this girl from New York. Now you look at life a little bit differently.
So okay, I get all of that, Tom, but at the end of the day, how much money are you going to spend on a ticket?
I might. My kids, I probably go. Try it. All I ask is you can try.
How many tickets are you going to actually buy?
Here's my thing.
That's the problem, and that's where the money comes in, because it's not enough ticket sales. It's not enough endorsements.
It's barely on TV.
But
maybe, it's not enough. It's not enough of anything that has to do with the WNBA, and it's not
going to change the culture. But let's try it. You changed the All-Star game.
I
changed the dunk contest so many times. We had a stupid wheel one year that did absolutely nothing for the game.
To be honest with you, I think college girls basketball is more entertaining.
It is.
y'all ain't got Crystal started.
Okay, so
let me ask you.
Hold up. Let me bring
all
this
I'm saying is just
back.
try it. That's all
Okay,
I ask.
let me bring this back.
Go ahead, bring it back, Trent.
The NBA and the WNBA are managed by the same conglomerate of leaders, right? WNBA has its own commissioner, but Adam Silver's calling the shots over there too. Okay,
he's making suggestions.
He's calling the shots.
He's making suggestions. They have their own commissioner.
Adam Silver oversees all that. That's his bubble. Believe it. Believe me.
Do they have their own? Do they have their own commissioner?
I said that.
So what are you talking about?
I said that.
You acting like he big man in Kahuna. They just
trust me. I like
because he's a man, Dre.
No, that's what you said.
I bet he ain't making what happens.
This is what I'm saying.
You know why he not making it? Because Dre ain't got season tickets to the WNBA team.
No, I'm talking about the WNBA commissioner ain't making what Adam Silver.
Oh, she has a second job. She has a second job.
Oh man, you are
third and a fourth.
She does have a second job.
So anyway,
what's her second job?
I don't know. Boo was getting popcorn at the stand.
Oh my god. So what I'm saying is, I think the NBA should look at Adam Silver had his hand on the NBA week. All-Star
he was helping
weekend.
him out.
He had. I'm talking about just the NBA All-Star weekend. Adam Silver had it figured out up until a couple years ago when he incorporated the HBCUs, when he incorporated the Kobe quarter, when he incorporated all this stuff. He brought in Mac Miller from the G League to let them start.
Why you keep saying Mac Miller?
Ain't that his name?
This name not Mac Miller.
What is his name?
Mac McClung.
Whoever. Mac Miller is brought him in. Brought him in. Let the G League start playing. All I'm saying is I would love to see for the WNBA more incorporated into the sport, because if we want it to be on the level of the NBA, it starts with exposure. It starts with people being able to see. Now, this lady that played against Steph Curry.
By the way, nobody has said her name except for me. But
what's her name?
It's Sabrina something.
So Sabrina something.
So Sabrina, who played against Stephen Curry, now that she played against Steph and only lost by 1, you don't think people are going to start paying attention to her team?
They said
her games.
They was like Kenny Smith. They said he was drunk, but they was like, you should bring in Caitlin Clark next year. See if she can.
The college kid.
Yeah, see if she can get Steph.
Who is being called the best shooter since Steph Curry.
Yeah.
So I would love to see the WNBA incorporated into the All-Star weekend, because it's a showcase of everything that the sport.
So let me ask you a question.
So then maybe the WNBA season should be during a different time then.
It is during a different time.
No, I'm saying different than what they're already doing. It should be during the NBA season.
No,
because you already have football, you have baseball, and then you have the NBA that are all competing.
And
right
then
now.
all they got is the summertime.
Yeah.
When everybody else is not trying to be in the arena.
Look, if they get the number
all
one,
NBA players on vacation,
they sharing arenas. With
all the NFL players on vacation or summer camp.
They sharing an arena with some of these places.
With who?
With some of these teams. Where do you think the New York Liberty play at? They play in Madison Square Garden.
So then
the LA Sparks play in
Los
so
Angeles.
So if the LA Sparks play in Los Angeles, let them play at 4:00.
Nah.
And the Lakers play at 7:00.
Nah.
So I don't work for the NBA, but I'll tell you this.
That might be able to get more fans in.
Hold up. I'll tell you this. I was in the Fiserv Forum for a Marquette game at 4 and a Bucks game at 7. It is not as easy to turn over a stadium as people think it is. They had us all leave. The game ended at 6, and they had to convert the stadium over quickly, and they almost didn't do it. So that's not as easy as people think they is. I feel you.
But they don't have to change anything because they can stay the same.
Yeah, they do.
If it's
they have to change the length. They have to change the I guess the seating,
the courts.
Well, if they want the NBA parts, then they're gonna have to figure that out.
Look, at the end of the day, I hate to be this guy, but y'all making me this guy.
Don't blame us. That's on your truth.
I'm just saying.
On your truth.
I don't mind being this guy, but we're not going to see it. I'm sorry.
So, Crystal, to clarify, the side of the shirt is where you buy this outfit. It's the African American College Alliance website.
Said, thank you.
But we told her support Black college. Those are two different websites.
She'll find it. I believe in Crystal.
Like you believe in the WNBA?
Mm-hmm. I'll be a little bit her. I believe in her a little bit more than Anyways, a
What's
little
the
bit.
FYI?
I don't know. I think she was gonna hit me with a paragraph. I know. I think she's gonna hit me with a paragraph later. But really quickly, another somebody suggested that the NBA do one-on-one tournament during the All-Star.
No.
Y'all don't want to see a one-on-one tournament?
Nope.
But y'all want to see the WNBA take part in
I
it?
didn't say I want to see part of that.
I didn't say I wanted to see it. I just said it would be dope that they add it.
What the?
It's so here's why one-on-one. Why
time out.
Hold
on. You mean to tell me y'all made all these suggestions as allies, but at the end of the day, y'all don't want to see it?
Listen, the
one-on-one help them sell some money.
The one-on-one tournament, the male ego is too fragile. The NBA would never do it. The one time that they tried it with Shaq and Olajuwon, it never happened.
They look like one-on-one.
Dude, Taco Bell had a whole campaign about it. You don't remember the Taco Bell cups? Olajuwon versus Shaq, one-on-one, Pepsi. They had a whole campaign and never ended up happening. And it never ended. It would never happen.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. So y'all don't want to. Y'all don't want to see that.
No.
You don't want to see that? I would love to see that.
See what?
A one-on-one tournament.
Between who though?
Whoever.
Listen, if players had to sign up for that, they don't. Our best players don't.
I think they would.
Our best players don't play in the.
Now is LeBron James signing up for that? No. Is Stephen Curry signing up for that? No. Maybe. Maybe Steph. LeBron James is not participating.
You know how many fights there's going to be?
It ain't gonna be no fight. What you mean? It's one-on-one.
One-on-one. That's when all the fights go down.
Wow. Yeah, I want to see it.
You know how many times we fought when we was playing one-on-one?
Yeah, we were kids. We're not making $300,000 a game.
Go on YouTube.
I see those.
And look at those one-on-one battles.
I be seeing those. They be talking crazy too. They be talking too crazy.
So what you think they're gonna do? Come on, man.
I still want to see it though. I would like to see that.
I think it would be a unique concept for the NBA to try, but the NBA egos would never.
This is my thing. Y'all rather. Hold on. Talk about. I was going to put some clarity really quickly. Y'all making all these suggestions for the WNBA. I think y'all should do this and do that. I say, hey, let's do a one-on-one tournament. I don't want to see that.
I would like. I think a 3-on-3 tournament would be dope.
It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
Well, they had old people.
Why?
It's not the same thing.
Why not?
Because the ego can be protected in a 3-on-3.
So by blaming somebody else?
If you do a 3-on-3, you got Steph, Clay, and who's the third? Draymond. Against LeBron, AD, and who's their third? Spencer Dinwiddie now. So I think a 3-on-3 would be more desirable for fans. But I think a one-on-one, you risk more injury, and then the male ego is not going to allow it. LeBron would never do it.
He would.
Kevin Durant will never do it.
Kevin Durant will do it.
They don't want that embarrassment.
They don't want that, man.
Wow.
KD has never been in the 3-point contest. He could have.
He shouldn't.
But he could have.
He could have.
LeBron has never done the dunk contest.
Well, that's true too. I think when it comes to one-on-one, it's more of I'm calling this person out. Once you call somebody out, that's it. Like either you gonna get in here or you gonna cower away. I just feel like I don't know. That's interesting. But we are gonna have a week without basketball. After like 4 days. I think it's like 4 days, but it's from Thursday to Thursday.
Does that mean we're off next week?
I'll think about it. You asked me. But we're kind of at the halfway point. A little over 40 games, but we're at the halfway point. And if the season ended today, I have a couple awards that I want to go over. And what do you guys think? What are your guys' picks? First up, MVP. Who is your MVP? If the season ended today, who is your MVP?
Would you like me to go first?
Yeah, you go
ahead. Joker.
Really?
Yes.
Back to back. I didn't say back to back.
He missed last year because they sacrificed and gave it to Embiid.
He was crying.
Joker. Joker is playing the best basketball in the NBA right now. He's the most consistent. Giannis in the close second. If I had to pick someone who's never got it, it would be Shy, but I'm giving it to Joker right now.
Kesey? Or did you want me to go?
Go ahead.
Speaking of, I got SGA.
He's balling.
I seen a clip that I think it was from the Gilly show, Gilbert Arenas show, and he was talking about how every team has a veteran or have veterans who, they're in this MVP conversation. From Joker to Giannis, they have these are veteran teams with veteran players alongside these guys. With the Oklahoma City Thunder, I believe they're in second or third place. And I can say it's just him, but as a team, this is a very young team. And I don't even think
he's probably one of the oldest players on that team. And I don't even think he's 30 yet. So for him, to me, I think for it to be somebody, I think it's always should be somebody different every year. And I feel like once you just say like you said Joker. Once you names like Joker and stuff like that, it's one of those things where like, let's see who else we got, or who else could be an MVP. I think Oklahoma City Thunder right now are in second place. So and they're beating teams like Denver, they're beating teams like the Clippers, who's in a close second, third. But to me, I think SGA, I don't even know I can't even pronounce his name, that's why I keep saying
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Okay. But I think he's playing the best ball out of everybody.
Is it Shai or is it Shai?
I think it's Shai.
So then my only thing is, why isn't Tatum in that discussion right now?
He's
and they got the best record in the league right now.
Why
you're picking Shai because they got the best record in the league?
But
if you look at actual talent, he's not more talented than Tatum.
I think he is.
He's not.
I think he is.
He's balling, bro.
He's playing good basketball, but he's not Tatum.
He's fourth in scoring.
They just trying to give him some credit because he over there. Okay, see, ain't nobody else to shoot the ball. He got to do what he do.
They're in number 2. There's plenty of people that can shoot the ball.
Not really.
Nah, I'm not saying it's plenty of people that can shoot the ball, but
they can play.
That's even more credit to him as a basketball player, just because they ball out of control and just because they don't have a stacked squad. I think the thing about Boston and Jason Tatum is that their team is stacked. If you on paper,
Jason Tatum's in top 5. Like I said, he's in top 5, but he wouldn't beat neither of the 2 we just mentioned. So Kesey, who you got?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Zeke, who you got?
I got SGA. I got to do the whole thing about it.
You got SGA.
Did you say Giannis? Leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Rookie of the year.
Easy.
Is he your rookie of the year, or is you picking him because you think everybody else is going to pick him?
Bro, he has unprecedented numbers. Are you kidding me? Victor Wembanyama. Bro,
ain't nothing
I like Chet better.
There's a lot. He's the first
averaging
rookie
20
of the year to pass Michael Jordan, scoring 1,000 points.
Number one, I need to see it. You need to show me that. That's number one.
I didn't hear that either.
Well, I'm about to
Shai.
show y'all.
I'm messing with Shai too. Close third is what's his name? Brandon Miller. He's been coming up. But Shai is averaging, not Shai. Chet is averaging 17. I think Wemba is averaging 20. So
Chet has been a little more consistent. And they got a better record.
And they have a better record.
Victor Wembanyama joins the 1,000 point club. Victor Wembanyama.
He's averaging 20 this year, so I'm not surprised.
Okay. He's the fastest rookie to 1,000 points. The last 2 months, Victor has averaged 21.8 points a game, 9.6 rebounds, 3.7 assists, 3.5 blocks, 2 steals, and only playing about 27 minutes a game. Victor's that rookie of the year. Don't take it away. Stop hating.
Stop hating. It away.
You've been hating on Victor since you don't even give the man's name right. Like, at least you try other names. You call him Wingspan.
I'm not understanding your point. It's Victor Wingspan. Okay. Now, did I say he was a bust and he's proving me wrong? Yes, I did. I called him a bust. He's proving me wrong. He's not a bust. I'm just saying, I just feel like I don't want to give it to him just because I feel like I said, like Kesey was right. I think Chet's been a little bit more consistent. It's kind of hard it's easy for Chet to kind of hide just because of the season that SGA is having. But to me, I think he's rookie of the year. I think he's been playing really consistent ball. I think he's averaging 17 a game, 52% from the field, 7 boards, 8 boards, 3 assists. So I think it's just one of the things we're like, yeah. I'm sorry. Defensive player of the year.
It would have been Embiid for me.
Well, I can see that.
It would have been Embiid, but he's been out. That's a hard one for me, man, because unfortunately, man, and I'm going to say this, the NBA is not known for defense anymore.
Very true.
Defense don't make money.
You know, it doesn't make money, as Tone said, and teams are lacking that. So
that's because of certain rules that are in the game now. You can't play the way you used to play.
So Jaren Jackson is playing really good defensive basketball. Rudy Gobert is playing really, really good defensive basketball. Marcus Smart hasn't played at all this year. Giannis is playing really good defensive basketball.
I like Brook.
To do what?
To do what?
Defensive. He's averaging almost three blocks a game.
He's up there. I don't want to.
This is the same. Hold up. Before
right.
I'm gonna need you. The reason I'm having a rebuttal. Y'all are the same people last week that said it's time for Brook to hang it up.
Well, first
that
of all,
wasn't me.
I said that.
He said that, not me.
Me and you said that. Okay, thank you. That's number one. Number two, I wasn't gonna go Brook as far as defensive player of the year. Number two, I was gonna say because I said that, I wasn't gonna give it to him.
It's Rudy Gobert or Jared Allen, man. Rudy Gobert or Jared Allen. I'm gonna go with Rudy Gobert.
Why Jared Allen? What has Jared Allen done so good?
Well, he's averaging several blocks per game. His rebounding.
Well, several.
I'm gonna give it to you in a second. His rebounding right now. This is what he's averaging. He's averaging 15 points a game, 10 rebounds a game, and 2.8 block shots a game. That's a nice all around. That's a double.
I don't think that's correct.
He's looking at the stats right now.
Well, I mean, no. He just likes Brook so much that he wants to always make a case for Brook. Okay, Brook is old. We appreciate him, but it's time to let it go. Pack it up, as we used to say in the Waters. Pack it up. I'm gonna go with Jared Allen, but I also like Rudy Gobert, man. Rudy Gobert.
I'm gonna go with Jared Allen.
I know y'all hate him, but Rudy Gobert is a defensive presence.
Rudy who?
Here are the favorites. If you just really quickly, Jared Allen is number one.
Rudy Gobert.
Chet Holmgren
number two.
Victor Wingspan
Number three.
And Bam.
Rudy's not in the top five.
I got top four. I didn't get top five.
I'm okay with that list, but we know the NBA.
I honestly think Chet will get Defensive Player of the Year, and then they'll give Victor Wingspan Rookie of the Year.
I don't think the NBA will give this award to a rookie. I don't think so? The politics will let it.
Oh, he just had 10 blocks.
I don't think the politics will let it.
He has to be super dominant.
Those 10 blocks are not equal to a win.
They did not equal to a win. And like I said before,
that just come from him naturally being 7 foot tall.
7'4".
Like Victor. If you try to shoot over him, he just gonna take it out the air.
Nah. Kyrie scooped him up. I was like, ooh, Tyrese, I see you. I mean, Kyrie, I'm sorry.
Kyrie did drop him off, though.
He scooped him up real quick. I was like, ooh, I see you, Kyrie.
Kyrie's the man.
And with the left hand.
It was.
With the left hand.
This is a newer award.
Anthony Davis had a pretty good defensive year, though.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Does he even qualify? He even played enough games.
What do you mean? He didn't even miss no games this year, but like 3.
He missed
like 3 what?
He missed like 3 games.
He missed more than 3.
No, he did not.
Look it up.
He missed like 3 games this year.
Since you like to stand behind your Lakers stats, I guarantee you that's wrong.
Oh,
I guarantee you that's wrong.
I don't know if it's wrong. I don't know if it's right or wrong.
Oh, I know it's wrong. 3 games, bro.
I'm just saying.
3 games.
He's averaging 25, 12,
we're not talking about
3.8.
How many
we talking about how many games has he played? How many games has he played? Come on, Kesey. You need to stop. At least show some effort here.
What's I gonna say? Oh, clutch player of the year.
He's played 52 games so far.
And there's been how many games so far? There's no way he's played 52 games. It ain't been 52 games in the season.
Yes, it has.
Has it?
Yeah.
All-Star break signifies 40.
No, it don't.
No, it doesn't.
You sure?
He's played 52 games.
How many games has he missed?
He played 56 games last year.
All of last year?
All of last year.
That's what's up. An improvement.
So I don't know.
I mean, them incentives help you stay on the court.
So what's the Lakers record if he play? The Lakers record is what?
Trash.
He's played 52 games. That's not what I'm asking. You are such a hater, dog.
I'm not a hater. That's what it is. They trash.
The Los Angeles Lakers have played.
They played 56 games this year.
So he only missed 4 games.
The Los Angeles Lakers have played
First of all,
56 games, and he's played how many?
So who was wrong?
You said 3.
You were wrong.
No,
I
he
said like 3 games,
and I said more than 3. So I was right.
I'm not finna do that with you, man.
I was right. No, you were wrong. You said 3.
You said he has missed a lot of games. Is 4 games considered a lot of games?
I said he's missed more. You said 3, and I said he's missed more.
I said he's missed like 2 or 3 games, and then you said he's missed way more than that.
I said he's missed more than 3. Did he miss more than 3 or not?
Petty.
Way more than that.
Did he miss more than 3 or not?
Petty.
I am.
Petty. Just petty.
Did he miss more than 3 though?
I know. He
Yes
did.
or no?
He did. It's petty, but it's still petty.
Hey, Dre, you owe. I bet you if I owed you 20 and I gave you 19, you're gonna be like, you owe me 20.
They 30 and 26. They suck. They only.
You gonna owe me 20, right? You gonna want that dollar.
They not that bad.
Who not that bad?
30 and 26.
Trash.
It's only 3 games, and they be in 6th place.
Come on, I got a house to go to.
Huh?
We are not about to shift this to the Lakers.
Trash.
Clutch player of the year.
You
Who
just
got?
asked the question, mother.
They're trash. They're trash.
I didn't ask.
Why are you so angry, man?
They're trash.
Well, I'm gonna take a nap, man.
Anyway,
That's what
okay.
you need to do. Anthony Davis has had a good season. I think he could be in a
I didn't
consideration
say he
for
didn't,
defensive player.
but he's not even in the top 5 right now, Kesey.
What I'm saying is this. No. I'm saying no.
That's you.
That's
Everybody's
fine.
entitled to their own
You're
opinion.
right. I'm saying
you're
you
picking
asked me
him?
Yeah.
Get them Lakers in there. Get them Lakers in there. It's gonna be Lakers and the Bucks. Anyways, I don't even know, Keith. I don't even know what you would do if the Lakers played the Bucks in the NBA Finals. What you gonna do with that? What you gonna do with that?
You gonna wear his Lakers jersey?
What you gonna do with that, Keezy? Bucks Lakers make it to the NBA Finals. What you gonna do?
Watch the game.
Who you cheering for?
You cheer
You
for
don't cheer. You just watch.
I'm watching the game.
You just watch. You don't cheer.
America.
Why you got?
I'm pointing.
Closet Lakers fan here.
So what happens if it's the Bucks and well, that's not going to be them.
We know it's neither of them are going. But I will always
Bucks and
cheer,
who? The
I
NBA
will always
and
cheer for
Golden
Milwaukee.
State Warriors.
I will always
It's
cheer
not
for
gonna
Milwaukee.
happen.
I will always cheer for Milwaukee. Ask anybody that has ever gone to a Golden State game with me when they played here.
But you'll hold Steph nuts after the game.
This was.
If I hold his nuts, you wiping Bron.
All I know is
you
that
wiping Bron.
This was Dre gonna be like, yeah, let's go Bucks. And then as soon as Steph hit that corner 3,
I just clap. I do that now. Like if y'all have both been in the games with me, if
Mhm.
players on the opposite team does something good on the Bucks, I'll clap and say, "Dang, that was good."
Mhm.
I'm a fan of the sport. I'm not a bandwagon,
Oh yeah.
right? Okay. Move us on.
I ain't saying.
Move us on, man.
Also, it's okay for you to jump down my throat when I say something about LeBron and the Lakers.
Because you
But
take
then
it too far.
no, you
take it
do.
too far. No,
You the one started
no,
the holding the nuts thing.
No.
You was holding
No.
LeBron nuts.
That's true.
You the first person who started that.
Well, I mean, because let him go. Let him go.
Can't even say it. Well, let him go.
You're a filthy animal.
Clutch player of the year for me right now is Dame Lillard, man.
Last year, Dame. Last year was Dame too. I
Last
seen
year,
him winning
what's
again.
Dame won it last year though?
It was Dame.
No, he didn't.
Who?
Old boy from Sacramento,
Oh, De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox won last year.
Did he?
He did. He did.
I think
Okay.
Dame gonna get it this year though.
Yeah,
I think
I
Dame
think
gonna
Dame gonna
get
get
it
it
this
this year. Last but not least, champion. Who do you think is gonna win it this year?
Are we
What
allowed
do
to
you do?
say I've?
You missed one.
Oh, I'm sorry, Coach of the Year.
Doc Rivers.
Hey, let me tell you something. He get it to the finals, give it to him.
He's not even eligible because he didn't coach enough games. Did
I
he?
don't think that apply for
I
coaches.
think it does. I
You
it
think so?
does. I think
We'll
it
look into.
does.
I'm sure y'all gonna look into it.
I think
But
it does.
Coach of the Year.
Timberwolves, man.
These.
Come on, listen, this is humor.
No, I'm not.
These,
I'm not finna do that. A coach. I don't even know his name. Coach of this Oklahoma City Thunder. Him or
I'm going
no,
with
him.
Boston coach.
Who?
Boston.
I'm going with Chris Finch from the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota for years
I'm going.
have been a number
Why,
8
hold on, really
seed.
quickly. I'm sorry. Why are you going with him?
They got the best record in the league.
So he deserved Coach of the Year?
That's usually how it goes.
No,
Make you a good coach.
that don't make you a good coach. That's
Well-
number one. Number two, your team has to be doing something that they're not.
Boston Celtics are built for a championship.
They only lost 12 games.
They're built for a championship.
There's got to be some coaching in there too.
So
it ain't just about the players, because 12 losses, that's pretty good. And you had 60 games almost.
If they don't, that team is built to win 72 games.
Listen,
I'm going
72 games.
I'm going with Chris.
And I think coaching has nothing to do with it.
I'm going with Chris Finch from the Minnesota Timberwolves because Minnesota are number 1 at the All-Star break. If they can finish top 2, that would be
number 2.
They're number 1.
Oh, they're number 1. I'm sorry.
They'll be that if they can finish
number 1
in the Western Conference.
Oh, okay.
If they can finish, that'll be the highest probably since they've had KG and company.
Mm-hmm.
He's coaching some big egos over there.
Some big egos.
Edwards, them cats got egos, Doc.
They just young and dumb.
Egos are young and dumb. That's so I like Minnesota's coach, but I also think the Thunder could get it. I think Tyronn Lue can get it because people counted the Clippers out.
All I know, they counted them out for a reason, and the reason.
And now they're killing.
And why is that?
Because the coach has got them on the same page.
Why is that, Dre?
Because Kawhi.
Thank you.
Kawhi, but that's coaching.
But if he played we all knew if he played all year long, they'd have been winning a championship. Now he playing, they winning.
The Milwaukee Bucks are 2 games away from being in 4th place, 3 games away from being in 5th.
We're gonna get to that. Who you got?
Darvin Ham.
I said we just got jokes today.
No, I like Boston though.
Really?
Yeah, I like Boston coach. It takes a lot to get a team to build that chemistry to where they're at right now.
It's the same team from last year, just for 2 players.
But they lost their defensive anchor, and they still in there.
They got an even better one.
Who?
Holiday.
Jrue Holiday.
But I'll say this: Holiday is not the same, and I love Jrue. Y'all know I'm a big fan. Jrue is not the same.
Jrue's in a place where he's easy to hide, and I mean that as far as name wise. By the time you get to his name, who's the 4th best player on that team?
He was the same thing in Milwaukee.
No, saying in Milwaukee, he's part of the big 3.
He's part of the big 3 in Milwaukee.
So it was always eyes on him, especially if Giannis didn't play. NBA champ. I put in here top 5, but if you just got the 1, that's cool too.
It's hard, man. It's
the league has been so inconsistent around the whole league. Besides Boston,
I don't
know, but Boston has this record every year and they don't win it, so I can't say Boston.
But there's nobody in the East right now, in my opinion, that can beat the Boston Celtics.
I don't think so either.
So I got Boston. I got the Boston Celtics winning it this year.
I got the Bucks in the East, and I got Denver in the West.
Oh, I forgot.
No, I'm just. So are you going to top 5, or are you just going to go? I'm talking about the whole thing. I'm not saying who's going to play each other. I'm saying the whole thing. Who you think is going to win it?
I just need one team.
Either you can go. I'm gonna go top 5.
Denver 1, Bucks 2, 3. Maybe OKC. No, Minnesota 3.
Mm-hmm.
To win a title?
Yeah. Because they can play half-court basketball. And if you can play half-court basketball in the playoffs, that's a big thing.
It is a big thing. I think. Go ahead. You got 2 more.
You got 2 more.
4. I'm gonna go with Boston.
You said Boston number 1, didn't you?
No,
number 2.
He said.
You said Bucks. I'm sorry.
I said Bucks 1. I said Denver 1, Bucks 2.
You said 3.
OKC. 4 Minnesota. And 5 Boston.
Okay. So I'm gonna go with Boston 1, Denver 2, Clippers 3, Bucks 4, and probably in the 5th, I'll probably go with Phoenix.
Who?
Phoenix 5th.
Bill Olligan.
Okay.
I just want you to know that.
I'm going
again.
I'm going Clippers 1.
Oh, you got the Clippers winning it all? Okay.
I honestly believe that. I'm going Clippers 1. I'm going Denver 2. I'm going Boston 3. I'm going OKC 4. I'm going 5. Did I say Boston?
You did. You haven't said Milwaukee yet.
I'll go Bucks 5. It wasn't. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie.
Well, I mean, I don't have the Bucks getting out of the second round, so
I don't have them getting out of the first round. Depends on who we play.
So the Bucks are. It's unfortunate, and I
that's
guess
gonna take us right into Bucks talk real quick. So real quick, we signed Gallinari. Bucks signed
Daniel
Gallinari.
who?
He was solid 3 years ago. He was solid 2-3 years ago. We need a wing, and that's all we can get. The Bucks have. This is very rare of the Bucks. They have put all their baskets in one egg, and we don't. I mean, all their eggs in one basket. We usually don't do that. We usually try. Believe in the future, guys. We got this. Nah, they moving, and unfortunately, they moving so much. We ain't got no trade assets,
and we have 3 coaches on the payroll.
And we have 3 coaches on the payroll, and I think that
Giannis.
I want to say Giannis' fault.
He did it. Come on, man. You gotta listen, man. We can't, even though he's our guy, we can't give him a pass.
How is it Giannis?
We ride LeBron.
How is it Giannis?
If you don't think Giannis and the players,
he just said, I don't want what's his name?
Nick Nurse.
He just said, I don't want him. I don't care what y'all do. I just don't want him.
If you don't think the superstar has something to do with a coach,
he just said, I don't want him.
I got a blank check for you.
Do you think Nick Nurse would have made a difference?
I do.
I don't think he would have made a difference.
I do. Better than Adrian Griffin. Here's the thing. I'm going to ask
you. They shouldn't hire Adrian Griffin. I will give you that.
I'm going to answer your question.
What?
Doc Rivers has a Milwaukee Bucks team right now who has the second toughest schedule in the NBA in the second half of the season.
Yes.
Doc got a team that had some locker room issues.
Mm-hmm.
Doc has a team that he has to now coach from the ground up. So I don't know what people are expecting.
Are you surprised by the 3-7 start?
I am a little surprised by the 3-7 start, but not because of coaching, but because of players. Like I said, Dame, we all celebrating this 2-time, 3-peat. Who cares?
Somebody hit me up. Somebody was like, "Yeah, man, go Bucks." I was like, "I don't care about that. You better bring that in the playoffs."
Right, bring it to the games. Right? Can we get this consistency night after night?
I mean, he's been hurt in and out of the lineup, and I forgot about. Chris Middleton has been in the lineup the last couple games either.
Oh, Middleton, they might shut him down as quiet as it's kept.
Don't say that.
Listen.
So I just feel like, but let's talk about the signing though. So we needed a wing. Now we got a wing. How y'all feel about the pickup? Are you?
I don't think it helps us.
Or you think are you just like whatever?
I don't think it helps us. Whatever.
You was like whatever.
Whatever.
PC.
I wasn't impressed at all by it.
I was like, whatever.
I'm not impressed by it either at all.
I was like, whatever.
I mean, if he comes in and he shoots a decent percentage,
if he does what he was,
kudos to the Bucks. But if he come in and stick it up like we already been doing, then it is what it is. At the same time,
we are in third place.
But we are shooting horrible. We are shooting horrible.
Defense,
and we're still in third, and we're shooting horrible.
But here's the thing: we're
at some point
far away from first. We're far away from first.
We don't have to be first because every time we was first, guess what happened?
We got smoked.
Bounced.
We got smoked. When we won the championship, guess what place we was?
Second,
third.
Well, this year, third season ended today. We be playing Indiana, and I see them beating us 4-1.
4-2.
I don't see that.
I do.
4-1.
I mean, Indiana is decent, but when it come down to playoff basketball,
Giannis
goes to a different level.
Does
just like the rest of those superstars does, like LeBron, KD, Steph.
You know we got
Kawhi.
You know we got swept last year by Miami, right?
He was hurt.
Who was hurt?
Giannis.
I'm not
he
doing
played every game.
I'm not doing
He did
that.
not.
He did.
He did.
He did not.
The year before.
Do you remember he had to come back because even though he was hurt?
Oh, he was hurt for one game.
He missed last season?
He missed one game.
Remember, he played the first game and he got hurt.
He missed one game.
He didn't play the second game.
Okay, so he missed one game. But we weren't in it at all, Keith.
He was hurt. Remember, he fell on his back.
He did. I did, but he still put up crazy numbers. Let's not give that as an excuse. The Bucks just were not ready to match up.
Listen,
Miami.
He was scoring, but defensively, he could not move to recover none. If you go back and look at it, defensively, he could not guard himself.
All I know is this. Once you step on the court, all excuses go out the window.
Man, listen.
And if we're gonna hold him up to the same standard, we hold everybody. We hold the same standard. We hold everybody else up to
the same standards.
Not the LeBron standard. I'm just talking about the standard of everybody else besides LeBron. You know, you got a different standard for him.
So real quick, I do have one question for you guys before we wrap up. Would you have liked? How would you have reacted if the Lakers pulled the trigger on LeBron to the Warriors?
Can I get that?
I didn't see that on your docket.
I didn't.
So I don't know if you were gonna get there or not. Okay,
I wasn't.
And the time is running. But how would you have reacted if that would have got pulled off?
If what?
Oh, you didn't hear?
You didn't hear about that?
What?
Well, first of all, I didn't put it on the doc because it's a 15, 20-minute conversation of him ranting and raving about LeBron James. I didn't want to hear it. Okay, I didn't want to hear it.
I seen part of it, but I didn't really understand it. So when the Paul interview.
So the trade around the trade deadline, as soon as it hit, actually, LeBron was. Oh, I'm sorry. The Golden State Warriors called the Los Angeles Lakers. Was like, hey, is LeBron available? They said no. But what they did was they said, hey, LeBron, Golden State is calling. Are you cool or you want to leave? He was like, no, I'm staying. He was like, okay. And they left it alone. That happened to two teams, the Golden State Warriors and oh my God, who else? It wasn't the New York Knicks. Somebody else called about LeBron. I think it was Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Morey called about LeBron. He was dead serious. They was like, no, he's not available. But they called the audacity for them to call about him. That's what they.
But why though? Why do you?
They wanted him on the team.
They asked about him.
Why?
They wanted
because LeBron
because
LeBron wants to play with Steph low key, and on top of that,
key.
They just want to see.
Low key about that. That's high key.
You seem like it's gonna happen. Number one, I see you grinning. I see underneath. You can't even hold a composure. You can't even hold a composure in your face because you're grinning so hard. It makes me sick because you two. Let me tell you something. If LeBron James, no, real quick, if LeBron James with the Golden State Warriors, I'm done. I'm done. I am done. I'm gonna go here one time, get a good Stephen A. rant, and then I am done. Because I can't do it. I can't do it.
Why? In the words of Roman Reigns,
I can't
acknowledge them.
I can't do it.
What do you think?
I'm talking about with y'all too. I couldn't do it.
But what do you think is gonna happen if he went to Golden State?
What? Are you kidding
me? Think about what they're gonna have to give up. Hold on. Think about what they're gonna have to give up to get that.
They'll take Draymond. They're
gonna take more than Draymond.
They'll take Clay.
Draymond, Clay,
and a couple draft picks. Don't
That's
close the door because LeBron will opt out and he will go play with.
You
Steph
think LeBron
want
to go play with Kuminga?
LeBron and Steph alone is 70 points. Just them alone is 70 points. The rest of them ain't gotta do much.
And here's why that's okay for everyone that's saying, well, when KD did it, Dre, you was going
different.
crazy.
It's different.
LeBron will be in year 22 next year. He is near the end of his career.
He's averaging 25.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
End of his career, he can play wherever he wants.
Stop it.
He can play wherever he wants.
So I'm talking about, see why I couldn't handle this? That's why I'm done. We gotta wrap this up. You can catch us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. You can also catch us on all streaming platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Spreaker, SoundCloud. Agree with us?
Probably not.
This is the 94 Feet Podcast. Peace.